CODA's media launch was held in Los Angeles, driving all around the city, including to some unexpected places, like the lower LA River, where all kinds of classic car chase scenes have been shot. But it included plenty of hills and highways and canyon roads in addition to the city streets to give us a well-rounded view of how this car would perform for just about any kind of driver. My initial reaction to just looking at this car was not very favorable. This is a redo of a 2-generation-old Mitsubishi Lancer, which is now made in China by a company called Hafei. But the car had to be substantially updated to meet U.S. safety standards, which undoubtedly added a lot more cost than CODA originally expected. As you can see, the styling is decidedly bland. Indeed, in driving all around LA, no one seemed to notice that one of the newest electric cars was out on the road. And for a brand new EV not to be noticed in LA cannot be a good sign. Inside, the CODA looks reasonably inviting, but I can only describe the interior fit and finish as sort of okay. And yet there are a number of features about this car that EV buyers will find quite attractive. One of the unexpected delights is that the car has a fully functional trunk, not one filled up with batteries. That's because the CODA has the entire lithium-ion battery pack under the floor of the car. Not only does this give them the room to stuff a lot more batteries in the car, it also provides a very low center of gravity, meaning this car handles surprisingly well. And all that battery power means the CODA has a greater driving range than the other electric sedans in its class. Notice I say in its class because the more expensive Teslas do have a greater range. Officially, the EPA says it has an 88-mile range, and I would describe it as having pretty zippy performance. While it does feel slow off the line if you really need to get going fast, it does perform well once it's underway. CODA claims a 0 to 60 time of 9.5 seconds, but your seat-of-the-pants feel feels a lot better than that. Since it does not have a transmission, you don't have to wait for it to kick down in passing situations. And while that kickdown may only take a second in a regular car, taking that lag out of the equation makes a massive difference in your perception of performance. Another important consideration for anyone in the snow belt is that CODA heats the batteries in cold weather, including heating them while they're charging. At 15 degrees Fahrenheit, CODA claims a 40% greater driving range than EVs that do not offer thermal management. Let me tell you, as someone who has driven the Leaf and the Volt in cold weather and seen a dramatic drop-off in range, this is going to make a huge difference. So now the question is, will EV buyers overlook the outdated design of the CODA and be attracted to its superior electronic powertrain? At $37,250, it's cheaper than the Volt, the Leaf, and the Focus EVs. But is that enough of a price swing to pull it off? Time will tell. And in any case, in another 2 to 3 years, CODA will have a new model coming, and I fully expect that to be a modern, competitive car.